Is that Daina?
Dear Diary, it's getting out of control. So it's actually been a minute since I've sat down and spoken to you guys about real life-ish, because this is my channel where I just make videos about what's going on in my life, and of course you guys have opinions on it and you're entitled to have opinions on it. And I've never been one to kind of, shy away or run away from a discussion or some sort of debate. But one thing I don't take well to is people getting feisty and all that sort of stuff. I put out a video this year in January, started off the year with this video with Levi, and the comments on that video, so after that video I kind of just didn't say anything else. It marinated. I let people say what they wanted to say. Didn't say anything else. What else is there really to say? I feel like we answered all the questions that there were to be answered in that Q&A. That was the purpose of doing a Q&A, because I knew you guys would have questions. So that was the purpose of the Q&A. Did the Q&A. I went to Jamaica. You guys know what happened while I was in Jamaica. If you watched my last video, my last diary video, I explained what happened while I was in Jamaica. So then I was dealing with that, as well as dealing with a few other things surrounding the same time. And when I got back home, it's still more stress, dealing with more of that sort of stuff. And then on top of that, the day after I posted that diary video, the day after, I went through 2 family deaths. So, and that is 2 on the same day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. So this year has really been kicking my ass. It's not playing no games with me. It's just one thing after the next. So I have been meaning to speak to you guys. I just need a second to breathe. Like, I'm still grieving even till now. But the way I grieve and move on is you just have to keep going. You just have to keep going on and doing what you have to do. I don't really know how else to deal with things like that. Of course, I give myself a day to really grieve and cry and get all of that out. But after that, you gotta keep it pushing, do you know what I mean? But here I am, ready to talk to you guys, because I have been reading everything you guys have been saying online, despite if I've responded to it or not. But before we start talking about all of that, this video is in paid partnership with BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy service, and it is super easy to get started. You start by filling out a short questionnaire, and then you'll be assigned your own therapist, and you're able to speak to them either on the phone, via video call, or via messaging. So it's completely flexible. It's whatever you're comfortable with, because I know not everybody's comfortable with going into a therapist's office, sitting down, being in someone's face. I know I'm not personally, and I love me a good old video call with my therapist. So I like that that option is there. And if you feel like the therapist that you're assigned isn't really the best match for you, that's fine, because you can change your therapist at no extra cost. I've wanted to try therapy for years personally, and I never did, just because of the main one was I don't want to go to a doctor's office and sit down and talk to someone. I really don't. So having the luxury to be able to do it online was a game changer for me, and honestly, after experiencing therapy, I recommend it to everybody. Ask anybody in my life, I'm always recommending therapy to them. So just like the people in my real life, I'm gonna recommend it to you too. Now, clicking my link will help support my channel, but it'll also get you 10% off your first month with BetterHelp. And a big thank you again to BetterHelp for always supporting my channel. Okay, so now let's talk, because I think we need to talk. And first, I just want to start by saying this video is kind of a mixture for 2 different crowds, or maybe even 3 different crowds, because the Q&A video that I put out with Levi, I read every single comment, okay, in the first 24 hours. After 24 hours, I stopped looking at the comments. And then by day 3, the video went on members only. I know a lot of you think I deleted the video. I didn't delete the video, and I didn't private the video. I put the video on members only, and the reason I did that wasn't because of anything you guys had said. Actually, I was asked to take the video down. I was asked to remove the video completely, because someone who was mentioned in the video didn't like that they were mentioned in the video, so they wanted the video removed completely. My compromise was to just private it, kind of, and just leave it for members only. So to the general public, I guess it was private, But if you're a member of my channel, you were still able to watch it the whole entire time. And I didn't delete no comments on that video, block nobody, I did nothing on that video. I read all the comments in the first 24 hours, like I said, and then after that I stopped reading them. It was a lot of different viewpoints. There were people that genuinely cared about me. There was people who just wanted to laugh and cuss me off. And then there were other people that kind of just were here for the comments, I guess. Like, I'm just here for the comments at the end of the day. And while I was reading all of that, I'm just like, okay, I know I'm gonna have to speak to my actual subscribers. And when I say my actual subscribers, I'm talking about those of you who have been here for years. You've seen my growth over the years. The ones I consider family, the ones where you guys are speaking to me like you would speak to your sister. You're speaking to me like you would speak to your family. You actually care about me. And I'm very fortunate and I'm lucky that I have been able to build such a bond with people through a camera, because we have to remember, I have not met any of you. Well, let me not say any of you, because I've met a lot of you. But I have not met all of you. There's a lot of people that watch me and you've never met me. Yet you have such support and care for me that when you see something that you don't like or something that's unsettling you or upsetting your spirit, you're going to speak about it. And I love you for that. And I don't take that for granted ever, that I've been able to even build that sort of relationship, because that's not easy. And not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people have that type of relationship with the people that watch them. So for that, I'm ever grateful. And that is the only reason why I'll ever turn on a camera and sit here and, I guess, quote unquote, explain myself. And this is where it gets blurred, because then there's also the other side, like I said, the ones that are just sitting there ready to just cuss me, laugh at me, and say whatever. Make it just make it a big thing. I'm just the big joke, right? And for them people, I want you to know this ain't for you. I don't sit down and turn on camera for you. I don't. Let's just get that clear. I don't sit down and turn on camera for you. But I will address you while I'm here. So obviously in the timeline as I've shown it, because again, you guys don't see everything that happens. I post snippets of my life and it creates a story and a picture, and I had to really take myself out of my own life because I live it and I know it. I look at it and I look at the comments and I think, hold on, what are they talking about? What is everyone talking about? I'm sitting here like confused, like what the hell is everyone talking about? I'm the only one who lives my life. I'm the only one who has the conversations I have, goes to the places I go to, spends the time with whoever I spend time with. Only I do that. No matter what I put on YouTube or what I put on social media, you're not gonna ever truly know the extent of relationships I have in my life. So to me, I'm just looking at it like, what is everyone talking about? I'm confused. I get out of a 12-year relationship, 10-year marriage. I now release an album, EP, detailing what went on. I am now meeting new people. I've featured a couple new people on my channel, Levi being one of them. We're now making music together. We're now spending a lot more time together. He's now featured on my channel a lot more. We go away to Barcelona. Something happens in Barcelona which makes me decide I'm done. I don't want to be around you anymore, because then I book my flight and I leave immediately. I put out my vlogs from Barcelona as normal, but I leave a message at the end explaining that, hey, something happened, we're no longer friends, so don't even associate me with him anymore. About 6-7 months go by, I forgive him. I think we started posting pictures on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and things like that, so then of course people started asking questions, are you guys back friends, what's going on? So then we did the Q&A, the comments went mad. I put the video on members only, and now I'm just carrying on my life, posting pictures, videos, doing whatever, and I haven't actually said anything to you guys about anything, so I get it. Sorry, that was a long little breakdown, but I get the timeline and I get I completely understand, and all of you guys' concern is completely valid, and I'm not taking none of that away from you, and I appreciate you for looking out for me. Look out for me and have my back. I appreciate that. I actually really do. So when I'm reading them comments and people are saying things like, oh, she deleted the comments, you couldn't take the heat and da-da-da, no. I actually looked at all them comments in a perspective of, oh my gosh, a lot of people actually really care about me. That's how I read them comments, but a lot of them comments I did read like, I'm confused, what are you talking about? What is everyone talking about here? Things have been blown out of proportion a lot, I think. I think a lot of things have been blown out of proportion, and that is what I'm here to talk to you guys about, really. So before Barcelona, I considered Levi my best friend. So to me, I'm going to Barcelona with my best friend. While we were there, something did happen, and this is something that I want to make very clear, because I saw a lot of comments and a lot of people accusing me of lying and accusing me of lying about SA, I'm just going to say SA, in order to get attention and in order to get views and things like this. And this is not nothing I play with, okay? So I just want to clarify, and I'm actually going to put the video in here so you guys can see it again. First of all, I want to clarify, I never said anything, because one thing I've learned about being on the internet is people love to put words into my mouth, and I don't know why people do that with me so often, but they like to rewrite my words or put words in my mouth. And sorry, one comment I just remembered that was interesting, a couple of people saying that she's not gonna gaslight me, she's not gonna gaslight me. Where have I tried to gaslight anybody? I'm so confused where I've tried to gaslight anybody. I have actually kept you guys in the loop every step of the way. I haven't lied about anything. I haven't tried to hide anything. Came on camera, did a whole Q&A with Levi, letting you guys know everything. I don't know. Well, not everything, because I haven't told you guys exactly what happened in Barcelona, and I've already said from the beginning I wasn't going to, and let's get back to that, what I was just talking about. So after my last Barcelona vlog, I put messages at the end of the video. So I didn't sit down and verbally say anything, because I've seen people arguing back and forth in my comments saying, no, she said it, I saw it, she deleted the video now, blah blah. The video is no longer on private. I did private the video. The video is no longer on private. The video is public. You can go and watch it right now, or you can go and watch it after you watch this video, and I'm not going to put it back on private. The video is there, and I'm also going to re-put the clip in from that same video in this one right now, so you guys can see what I said. So this is actually what I put in the video. Now, before I get into how damaging this could be, and I did not know that back then, but I do know that now, I want you guys to understand my thought process when I was writing it. So I've gone to Barcelona with someone that I consider my best friend, family even, okay? Something terrible has happened. And yes, something happened. No, I did not lie about that. Something definitely happened, and he's definitely taken accountability for it, and he's definitely apologized to me for it. So I want to just make that very clear. Now, I automatically knew, given the nature of our friendship and what we've posted and all of that, and how you guys were already acting in the comments about him, I knew that if I was to say, hey, something bad happened in Barcelona, he did something, now we're not friends, and that's it. I just know you guys will automatically start trying to figure out what it was he did. And I didn't want anyone to then assume he sexually assaulted me. I didn't want anyone to think that at all. So that's why I put in the video, I just want to clarify. That is what I wrote in the text. I want to clarify that it was not SA. But then while I'm eliminating that, because that's what I wanted to do, that's all I wanted to do, eliminate that. So whatever theories you guys are going to come up with, that's inevitable. I can't stop people from debating or speculating. I can't. So I just wanted to make sure I get that one out. Let's rule out that one. It wasn't that. However, I didn't want to minimize or downplay what I actually went through. But then at the same time, because I'm not telling you guys what happened and what I went through, it's still up in the edge, you know what I mean? So in my mind, I'm just thinking, okay, I don't want to downplay what happened and make it seem like what happened was nothing. Seeing as I'm ruling out SA, I don't want then it to seem like, oh, it was just something petty. No, I wanted the severity and the seriousness of it to still come across. That to me, it felt worse. Now, I understand completely why saying something felt worse than SA isn't something that I should actually say. Whether it felt like that to me or not, how can I even compare it? I shouldn't compare it. I shouldn't compare anything to that. That is that, and this is this. Trust me, I've thought about it a lot, because honestly, when people were saying it in the first place, I did automatically get defensive, because I'm like, hold on, that's not what I meant. Automatically, I'm like, that's not what I meant, and that's not what I said. So I got defensive, but when I really sit back and I really take it in, and I read a lot of you guys' comments, and I'm like, do you know what? I see how that looks, and I see how that sounds, and maybe that wasn't the best choice of words to use to express how I felt, but that was genuinely how I felt, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not how I felt. It's how I felt. I genuinely felt that way. That is why I wrote what I wrote. But then to put out a video like that, and for you guys to be in such support of me, because when I did post that vlog, there was a lot of support in the comments, and a lot of people just saying, hey, you're gonna be okay, kind of thing, and onwards, upwards. It was a lot of motivation and a lot of positivity. So then I can understand why 8 months later, you see I post a video saying, hey, look, we've reconciled. Your reaction is justified, basically. Like, I get it. I completely get it. I get why you guys have reacted the way you've reacted. It makes sense why you guys would react that way, but then at the same time, I just want to remind you as well, like I said before, you don't see everything. So even what you do see, you've made your mind up and your judgment based off what you do see, and of course that's natural as humans. That's what you're gonna do. You can only make up your mind and judgment based off what you see. You can't make up anything else based off what you don't see. So I get that part, but I want you to consider it though. Consider it and think about it, and think of what happens off camera that we don't see that is making this make sense for Daina, because it just seems like I almost feel like I'm this fragile, delicate thing that can just break at any minute. That's how I feel like you guys treat me. Like I'm this small, delicate thing that can just break at any minute, and you feel like you have to protect me, and you have to have my back, and you have to vet people, and you have to this and you that, and you don't have to do that. I don't post my videos to ask you guys for the approval of who I hang out with, or who I have in my life, or who I spend my time with. I'm just posting videos because that's what I do. I post content. I post content for you guys to enjoy, not to dissect and tell me how to live my life. And that's the part where I feel like right now, okay, how do we level this out? Because I want you guys to feel like you can speak to me, but then again, I'm not going to be controlled. I chose to forgive and give a second chance, and it's like you would think this was the third chance, the fourth chance, the fifth chance, the sixth chance. This is just the second chance, and I've given second chances to so many other people before, and it's just in my nature. I want you guys to remember who I am, because it's coming like you guys expected me to move like some new person or some new savage person when I got out of my last relationship, to just be like, oh no, anyone from now on that does me anything, they're gone. No, that's just not in me, and you guys should know that's not in me, and it's not in my nature. And I am a forgiving person, and I do give second chances. I won't say I'm a forgiving person where it's like, oh, I forgive and then I forget, because I don't ever forget. That's one thing about me. I never forget. Never, ever, ever. I never forget. So it's not like I'm one of those people, but I do believe in second chances, and I believe in second chances because I would want a second chance. I'm not saying I do anything that would need a second chance, but I know I treat people how I would want to be treated, and I know that people can make mistakes and people can mess up, and it depends on the context. I'm not just give second chance based off of anything. Like, I'm not, come on. Of course that doesn't mean I give everybody second chances. Of course it depends on what you've done and just the whole situation. Context matters a lot in things like that when it comes to who I decide who I can give a second chance to or who I don't want to give a second chance to. And if we're going to go by anything that I have shared with you guys directly on my YouTube channel, you guys know that I forgave my ex-best friend for smearing her feces all over my walls, okay? Yes, poo out the bum. She picked it up and she wrote "clean my shit" on my wall. And I forgave her for that, and that was my best friend, and we fell out for a completely different reason. And you guys also know, because I told you guys a year ago, all what I went through in my last relationship with my ex-husband. So you guys know I was there forgiving him countless times. I was giving him second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So many chances, but you guys just didn't know because on camera we sitting there smiling. And you guys also loved us as a couple at that time. Let's not forget it. You guys loved us as a couple and you enjoyed when we posted videos together, and you guys had no idea what I was dealing with behind closed doors until I told you a year ago after I had ended the marriage. So I don't think it's not really fair in a sense, because I've now publicized that we had fell out when I did. So in this sense it's kind of not really fair, because I did publicize that we fell out kind of fresh, very fresh, not kind of fresh, very freshly after it happened. Whereas with my ex or with my ex-best friend, I actually told those stories after the fact, way after the fact. So the opinions can be there now because I'm no longer with these people, I'm no longer around these people, so whatever opinions you guys have, it doesn't really matter. Whereas now I am around Levi and he is in my life, so the opinions make it like, it's just noise. Do you know what I mean? It's just a lot of noise. So in this situation now where I have forgiven Levi and I am going to post content with him and I am just going to live my life as normal, it is going to be difficult because now you guys have your opinions and you're going to stick to whatever you want to. And I'm not here to try and make you like anybody. I've never ever tried to make you guys like anyone. If you like them, you like them. You don't, you don't. And to be honest, let's not lie here, because you guys did the same thing to Chai. When I first brought Chai onto my channel, a lot of you didn't like him and a lot of you was very vocal and let me know that you didn't like him. But what did I do? I just continued. I told him off camera, obviously behind the scenes. You think that didn't affect him? Because it definitely did affect him, having all these people that don't even know him literally just have all these opinions on him. He's just sitting there reading it. He's never experienced something like that before. So of course off camera I'm trying to reassure him and let him know, like, listen, you're my friend and that's that. And here he is now. And to this day now, when I post with him, I see a lot of comments that will say things like, oh, Chai's grown on me, oh, I love Chai now, and blah blah. And a lot of people love Chai now, but in the beginning you didn't. And same with Levi. When I first brought him on my channel, a lot of you didn't like him. Before Barcelona, a lot of you didn't like him anyway. So I feel like when Barcelona happened, it just heightened it for you. And it made it like, oh yes, I knew it. Or it was kind of like, I knew he was no good. Or I knew that, you know, he shouldn't be around you. Or it was kind of that kind of thing. So for me to now bring him back and then you guys are like, no, we just got rid of him. That's what it feels like to me. It feels to me more like oh, we just got rid of him and now you've brought him back. Because I really don't feel like you guys liked him in the first place. And that's kind of my thing, because it's not anybody else's place to like or dislike anybody in my life, because they're not in your life, they're in my life. These are people I'm choosing to be around and people I'm choosing to spend my time with, and I should be entitled to do that. I should be entitled to make those sorts of decisions for my own life. And I'm not gonna even ask you to just accept it or whatever. And listen, I completely get it, because remember, once upon a time, this channel, I get that this channel used to be a joint channel, so of course the audience used to be invested in 2 people, now you're just invested in 1 and whoever else I bring on the channel. So for that, I understand, trust me, I do get it, but at the same time, this is my channel. I'm gonna decide what goes on the channel. I'm gonna decide who's in my videos, and if I want to include the people that are in my real life in my videos, then I'm gonna do so. I'm not asking for permission. I don't feel like I need to ask for permission, or I should have to ask for permission for who I put on my channel. I want you guys to enjoy my content, and if you won't enjoy it because certain people are in my videos, then maybe this is the time where you stop watching my channel. And I've already gotten a lot of comments that say, I'm no longer supporting you, I can't watch your channel no more, I just can't do it. And you know what, I respect it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. I'd rather you do that than watch all of my videos and complain on all of them, because that is kind of where I'm at now, where all of my videos have some sort of negative kind of comment about my life decisions and my life choices, and I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it, because it's not constructive anymore. The ones that are lingering and the ones that continue to go on throughout every single upload and all of this, those are the ones that are just like, we're just dragging it now. We liked it better when everybody was cussing you out. We liked it better when you were getting hundreds of comments of people telling you about yourself and telling you that you're making rubbish decisions. But now that it's kind of died down and people ain't doing that no more, we still want to remind you. It's that kind of vibe. My thing is, I've been through a lot in life, and I've been through a lot in the last couple years of my life, and I want you to have more faith in me, and I want you to trust me and know that I'm not stupid, and understand that I'm not being behind closed doors suffering, or I'm okay. I'm actually okay. I'm good over here, and if I'm not good, trust me, Daina is not afraid to walk away, and that is one thing you guys need to remember about me. And please trust and believe, Daina is not afraid to walk away when she don't like something, and Daina is not afraid to open her mouth when she don't like something. Daina doesn't stay quiet. Daina doesn't just let things happen, and I've been through too much to just move so. But I'm still the same person I was. I'm still a forgiving person. I'm still a kind person. I'm still going to give people second chances until they give me a reason to not give them a third. And that's just where I'm at. And then even that, because I see a lot of comments saying things like, whatever he did in Barcelona, he's going to do it again. I don't appreciate comments like that. I don't appreciate people speaking negatively into my life. Don't speak negative things into my life. Don't come on my videos talking about some whatever he did, he's gonna do it again. Well, I don't think he's gonna do it again, otherwise he wouldn't be in my life. And for you to wish that on me or speak that on me, there is power in the tongue, and I don't appreciate comments like that on my video. And things like that and comments like such from now on will be blocked, removed, deleted, you're barred, get out of my pub. Like all of them kind of comments there, and then even oh, if he does it again, don't come telling us. And that, listen, the only thing worse than I told you so bitch is a he gonna do it again bitch. Like, I don't want that type of energy. I don't get that type of energy from people in my real life, so I'm sure as hell not gonna accept that type of energy from people online that I don't even know. It's not on, and I will be removing all of that type of energy from my life. And don't get me wrong, don't feel like, say, people in my real life and my real friends and family don't have their opinions and they don't have their things that I've said, but the same thing I will say to them that I've said to you. It's my life. I'm in control of this. I've spent too much of my life being controlled, not being able to meet people, not being able to go to certain places, not even being able to wear certain things. So if I want to meet new people, go new places and wear certain new things, then I'm entitled to do so, and I'm gonna do so. Like, I don't understand. I'm a big woman. I'm actually a big woman. But at the same time, as I do go through things in life, I am learning, and never think for a second I'm not learning through my experiences and things I've been through, because I am. And as much as you lot might look at me and think, oh, she's just an idiot, I'm not, you know. I'm definitely not. Now let's just quickly talk about my tattoo, because then we lead into that. So I recently got a tattoo. You guys can go and check the video. It should be the last video that I uploaded. Now this is a tattoo of myself and Levi, and it is a screen grab, I guess a screen cap of Dragon Tattoo, the music video for Dragon Tattoo, which is our song together. Now, the comments on this video, you're going too far, because people are calling me all sorts of crazy, tapped, nuts, on drugs, possessed, obia, juju, what else? The list goes on of the amount of things you lot are speaking on me and speaking over me, and you lot need to calm down. This is where you're gonna get the old Daina now. This is where because I don't want to come on here and start, you know, moving so, but I feel like because I've been quiet and I've allowed you guys to speak how you feel and I've not responded to much, you feel so you can just go on so and deal with me so, but no, things don't work that way, because now I'm going to speak. First of all, I just want to say, I don't have to explain a damn thing about why I tattoo what I tattoo on my skin. Remember, Daina's skin, Daina's leg, Daina's body, no one else's. I don't have to explain myself, and I'm not gonna explain myself. However, I do want to speak to my genuine subscribers right now and give you guys like a little bit of insight of my thought process. And I feel like a lot of you guys know already anyway, because I saw a few comments that made me go, oh, see, she gets it. Because some of you guys kind of know my thought process and a lot of you don't. But I am a very visual person, especially when it comes to my inspiration and being able to creatively express myself. I like to express myself in ways that are visual and things that I can see. Like, I'll express it with tattoos, I'll express it in my hair, I'll dye it a different color, I'll express it in my outfits, I'll express it in the jewelry that I wear. I am just a very visual person, and especially when it comes to inspo and inspiration, I'm very visual. Like, you'll see me walking around with a Bad Freaking Glove from Michael Jackson's Bad video, and to me, like, to other people it's just like, oh, she's just wearing a glove, but to me that's a bit of Michael Jackson. So like, I'm very I don't know what the word is for it, but that is how I am as a person. So when I made the decision to tattoo one leg, I now have to think of things that I'm going to tattoo on my one leg. It's not just going to be tattooed with nothing, is it? So as I'm thinking of all my tattoo ideas, yes, I wanted to commemorate the moment of Dragon Tattoo and the fact that I'm going on tour this year with Levi, and the fact that the song just means so much more to me now than it did when we originally wrote it and put it out. And I wanted to put it on my leg. And I'm not understanding why I'm now being called crazy, possessed and demonic and tapped and gone, and oh my gosh, what is wrong with you, you psychopath? All because I tattooed my music video on my leg. I'm so confused, because if I would have tattooed Michael Jackson's eyes on my leg, which I will be getting right underneath these ones, by the way, that is actually next on the leg. That was already a part of the plan from the very beginning. So when I get Michael Jackson's eyes tattooed on me, is anybody gonna still call me tapped and crazy and delusional and all types of crazy names? Maybe a few people will, but I doubt it. I doubt it very much. I think a lot of you will say, oh, that's a very nice tattoo, I love it. But Michael Jackson is someone I've never even met. I've got Bad tattooed on my wrist already, which is the logo for Michael Jackson's album. That's not my album, that's his album. But it's tattooed on my skin. And I have my reasons why I have that tattooed on my skin. But again, those reasons are personal to me, and it should only matter to me because, again, it's my skin. Dragon Tattoo is definitely my video, and I feel like I'm entitled to feel like it's my video. Yes, it's Levi's song featuring me, but let's be real. I think I sing more on that song than he does. The song is also called Dragon Tattoo. Like, hello. The song itself, Dragon Tattoo, the lyrics and the video, everything mean more to me now than they did when we first put it out. But now it just means something completely different to me for my own reasons, which I'm not going to get into or share, but for that reason I wanted to put it on my skin. I feel like that song as well also marks a very pivotal point in my journey in life and music in general. And I can only thank Levi for that, because he was responsible for that song coming together. He was responsible for mixing and mastering it. He was responsible for the video. He was responsible for getting a GRM daily premiere. He was responsible for getting the song a single deal with Virgin Music. He was even responsible for the dress I was wearing in the damn music video. So without him, that song would have never came to be nothing in the first place. So of course he's gonna be in the tattoo, but the way you guys are carrying on, you would think I got a tattoo of him by himself giving you like the middle finger. I'm in the tattoo too, guys, and I'm bigger than him. In case no one saw me, I'm in the front, and I'm way bigger than him on my leg. But for some reason all of a sudden I'm Krishan to you guys. Okay, sure, I'll be Krishan if that's what you lot think. I know I'm not no damn Krishan. I'm no Krishan. I don't know how she is as a person. Because then at the same time, already you lot are planning my cover-ups and talking about she's got it in a perfect place that she can cover up, or there's cover-up, this cover-up. How are you lot speaking cover-ups into my life before the tattoo's even healed? I'm still flaking and peeling and you lot already talking about cover-ups. I don't want to cover up and I'm not gonna want to cover up. And if, big if, I fell out with Levi, I would not cover it up. Why would I cover it up? I can't erase him from Dragon Tattoo. So no matter how many people dislike him or don't want him to be on my leg for whatever reason it matters to you, you still can't erase him from Dragon Tattoo, and Dragon Tattoo wouldn't exist if it wasn't for him. So that is the tattoo, that is the moment on the leg. I wanted it there, that's why I got it there. I love it, absolutely love it, and I can't wait to fill up the rest of my leg. I think I want to wrap this video up because I know I've been speaking your ear off for time, but I just kind of want to, let you guys know that I love you and I do appreciate that you have my back. Trust me, I really do. But I'm living my life for me. I'm not living my life to please other people, especially people on the internet. I'm also not running from people on the internet, so if anybody thinks I was deleting comments or running and deleting videos because I'm running from comments, I'm not running from none of you lot. I don't know you lot to run from you. I'm not scared of none of you. And none of you will say it to my face, so I don't even care. Where did that come from? It is still my life and I am going to make my own decisions, and I don't ask permission unless I actually ask, what do you guys think? Or what should I do? Unless I ask you those two questions, I'm going to do me. Daina's always going to do what Daina wants to do. And I want to leave this video on one of my favourite quotes from the grandma in You Got Served. Now you leave that girl alone. I'm not saying you can't protect your sister, but if she's making a mistake, you gotta let her make it so she can learn from it. Do you understand? I asked you a question. Elgin Eugene Barrett Smith III. So with that being said, guys, I do want to go back to making entertaining video, guys, for you guys to just enjoy and watch. The way my channel has become this place of just negativity and people just dictating to me and feeling like I'm being controlled and stifled, and I'm not liking the energy right now. I'm not liking it at all. I'm going through enough as it is in real life. I don't need this when I go to work. Like, I don't need this at my job too. I'm trying to, you know, come up with some new ideas so I can get some nice fun content so we can just focus on being positive, please. No more of this, because from now on, now you're getting blocked and deleted. I wasn't blocking and deleting nobody before, but now anything I see that rubs me the wrong way, goodbye. But yeah, my camera keeps dying, so I love you and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!